What's up guys, it's Mike Shard, and today we're here with this. As you guys likely saw, I was able to recently purchase my dream car, which is the 2021 Lamborghini Huracan EVO rear-wheel drive Spyder, which is a mouthful. But what I want to do today is talk about a couple things that most people don't usually get into these reviews. Now, we are going to take it for a drive, so stay tuned because that's going to be absolutely epic. The sound is mental. But before we do that, I want to do two quick things. I want to talk to you about why I got this specific car and the unique features that I got on it, because as you're going to see, this car has over $70,000 worth of options. And then before we take it out for a drive, I want to show you one really cool thing that you only get if you custom order a car from the factory, a special gift that's one of one. So I'm really excited to show that to you. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. All right, now before we get started, I want you to drop a comment below about what your dream car is. You're seeing a manifestation of mine right here, and it feels absolutely incredible to bring it to life. But whether you want an exotic car, a classic car, a muscle car, I really want to know what you're working to achieve. So drop that below, and now let's dive into the incredible spec that we have on my dream car. All right, so first, why this specific car? We've got the Huracan EVO rear-wheel drive Spyder. Now, a lot of people have said, well, Mike, why didn't you get a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Aventador? Why didn't you get a McLaren? But this holds a special place in my heart. Now, the Huracan is a model that is really functional from an exotic car perspective that I quite enjoyed, and it's small, compact, whereas the Aventador is a bit massive. But the EVO did a lot of things well. The rear-wheel drive has a completely different fun fascia that I absolutely love. And also, I wanted to have a car that was that much more exciting and exhilarating. And a lot of people, as you can see on different videos about the rear-wheel drive, will tell you it's been the scariest, most exciting, and most thrilling Lamborghini that's been produced in recent history. And a lot of people, especially Ferrari and Porsche purists, that usually hate Lamborghinis, are actually buying this car. And it's also a slightly limited number, which means that it's likely gonna hold its value a bit better. Now, the last thing I wanna talk about the Huracan EVO is the Spyder part. We're here in Canada, it's like 0 freaking degrees, and it's cold, but the majority of the year is kind of give or take with weather, and you can only really drive these cars about 6 months of the year. And I wanted to know that if I was going to get this car, I wanted to go out to the mountains, enjoy it with the top down, and hear that incredible V10 engine. And that V10 engine is the last reason why I got this specific car. This actually has the same engine as the Huracan Performante that came out before it, but there's something special about a naturally aspirated V10. With a lot of cars going to forced induction with turbos, with Teslas and electric cars, this is where the drama comes. You can only go so fast on public roads, and I wanted something that was an absolute thrill and an experience to drive. Now, before we go into the interior, let me talk to you about a couple specific things that I got done out here. The first being the paint. Anybody that knows my brand knows that everything is purple, and this is gonna be no exception. Now, this is Viola Parsifae paint, custom ad personam from the factory. The crazy thing is how much it costs. An extra $16,390 just for the paint. And then I wanted to make sure that it was clean around the outside, so we have the black trim around the front, the sides, and the back. That was an additional over $6,500 just to have gloss black painted on the exterior components. Now, the last thing that really is special here are the wheels. So I wanted to make sure I got the 20-inch black Navari wheels, and I really think it tied this spec together. But we're gonna talk about the cooler features that are on the interior. So let's hop in and see what it's about from the cockpit, and then we'll take it out for a rip. All right, so now we're in the interior, which is where you spend the majority of your time, which is why I really wanted to do a couple of unique things that are in here that we're gonna go through over the next couple of seconds here. Now, the first thing, which is actually one of the things that drew me to this car initially, is these brand new carbon fiber EVO sport seats. Now, not only do these look incredible, but they're also super functional because me being 6'1", I actually don't fit inside a traditional Huracan using the normal seats. But these being manual, not automatic for weight saving reasons, and being a slightly wider fix, they're actually incredible because they drop you down to the point that I can actually fit. Now, carbon fiber is a theme throughout the interior spec here. So as you can likely see, I decided to go with the forged carbon paddles, the vents, also up here, and the side door cards, which was actually the carbon fiber that debuted on the Performante and took the world by storm, started being copied by a ton of other manufacturers. But the last thing I want to talk about is this right here. And this is one of the biggest differentiators between the old Huracan and the EVO, which is the brand new infotainment system. The last Huracan was slightly archaic and I think it was in need of a facelift, and this did the trick. So now this is fully integrated with Apple CarPlay, with Alexa, and it just really cleans up the look and modernizes the car to make it that much more enjoyable. So now I want to show you one really special thing that I got directly from the factory, and then I think it's time to go out and hear this beautiful V10. Okay, so this is the last really special gift that I thought was pretty incredible, and you get these if you custom spec a car directly from the factory. So this is actually a 1:18 exact scale model of your spec, down to the carbon fiber interior, the exact wheels, the exact calipers, and the coolest part is it's actually the exact paint. This is not some sort of acrylic, this is the exact paint that they actually use on your car as well. And the final thing is that it actually has your name engraved on it. So there's a plaque right here that says your specific name, and I think this is just a really cool touch in the factory. So now the moment you've all been waiting for, let's hop in, crank it up, and let's go out and hear what this sounds like. All right, so there you have it. That's a full rundown of this beautiful machine. It still doesn't even feel real on a daily basis. Every time I get out and drive it, it feels like I'm trapped in a dream, and I'm so grateful, blessed, and honored to have been able to make this happen for myself. This is just the beginning of an incredible journey. I can't wait for a summer packed with epic content with this, and I'd love to know what you think of it. So thanks so much for tuning in. As always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.